Alright guys, so let's take a look of what's inside the box. Here's the rear view mirror. This rear view mirror is pretty light. It's got the camera on the back there. Like I said, this is where you strap it. It's got pads so it doesn't ruin your existing mirror. Scratch it up. And then there's the USB power, audio video input, and then that's where you put your SD card. In the front here, it has buttons for your settings. So let's see what else it comes with. We got the cigarette lighter charger, and this camera also comes with another camera. So you got a camera on the front which views the front, and then you have another camera that plugs into it, and that's what this plug right here is for, audio video in. You can take this camera and run it to the back of your vehicle, and it'll record both the front and the rear camera. Screws to screw the camera in, and then it comes with two rubber, I guess, straps, and that's how you actually mount it to the back of your existing mirror. And then you have your instructions. This is going to be super easy to install. Anybody can do this. Like I said, you just pretty much mount it to your existing mirror, plug in everything, and you're going to run this to your cigarette lighter for power. You're going to run this, if you want to, this is optional, but you can run this to the back of your vehicle or out your back window. And the hardest part is just going to be, if you wanted a clean install, is just tucking all the wires away. I'm curious to see how well the picture quality is on this, so we're going to go ahead and install this. Alright, so as you can see, this rear view mirror is pretty much the same size, which actually is probably going to cause a problem. So this is my first problem. Here's where the camera is. Take that off, but here's where the camera is. So this has to be offset so you can see the camera. So to being offset, it's probably going to be just like that. You're still going to be able to see the back of, well, actually the stock mirror. So if you have a smaller mirror, like maybe in cars and stuff. Alright guys, so we're in my car, and don't mind the McDonald's stickers on my rearview mirror. There's a point in my life where I really like McDonald's. Not so much anymore. But the point of this is, as you can see, in a car, this mirror is a lot bigger than the actual mirror that's stock. So this would fit perfectly inside of a car to cover that mirror so you don't have any of that overhang. So what you're going to do is, you're going to take these rubber mounts that they give you, just put it on one side, hook it in, run the belts around the bottom. Yeah, it's easier. Just start off with the belts mounted on the bottom, and then wrap them around your mirror, clip them in. Make sure that the camera is not in the way. So that's what it looks like from behind. It's mounted in there. Camera has a clear view. You're gonna still see that existing mirror, probably about 1.5 inches. But I'm just gonna roll with it. After you get it mounted, you're gonna take your cigarette lighter. It's your power source. And this wire is pretty long. I'm gonna say it's probably like maybe 6 foot long. No, I'm 6 foot and it's longer than me, so it's probably about 10 foot long. But what you do is you're gonna run it to the power source up here. Plug it in. However you want to run your wires, you can run it. Like I said, it's up here. You can run it down your headliner, all the way down to your pillar, and then maybe come underneath your dash so that you can plug it into your cigarette lighter. I'm probably just going to, for now, for the sake of the video and testing purposes and review purposes, I'm just going to leave the wire like that for now. So how this works is, this mirror turns on and off automatically with your ignition when you turn on your car. So my truck cigarette lighter power source turns off when I turn the truck off, and when I turn it on, the power source turns back on. If you have a vehicle where your cigarette lighter is constantly on, whether the vehicle's on or off, that feature's not going to work for you, and I'm assuming you're going to have to power it off yourself. Alright guys, the next thing you're going to want to do, plug it in for the audio video. You're going to run the camera to wherever you want to mount it to. Micro SD, I don't know if you guys can see that. It's going to go right in the top here. Clicks right in. And it should be all set to go. So for my car, like I said, when I turn the key on, screen pops on, a little chime, and then it goes right into record mode for both cameras. There's record mode for both cameras. There's me on the back camera. And then when you turn it off by the key, turn off your car, it stays on for a little bit. And then it shuts down. So I just ran the back camera right there to my headliner with the supplied screws. I don't know if you guys can see that. Just temporarily. Alright guys, so I don't know if you can see the screen right there, but I'm reading the instruction manual, so I'm gonna give you some of the basics. If you short tap the power button, it's gonna turn that screen off, so you're not distracted by it. Short press it, turns it back on. Alright guys, to get to your menu, you're gonna double tap the menu button. It gives you your resolution, your photo quality, loop video, motion detection, white balance, contrast. All those can be adjusted. Hit the arrow button to go down. Gives photo quality, which shows 12 megapixels. Loop video, you can change the loop video. It has a motion detection. I guess what happens if you do have a constant cigarette lighter power, unlike mine where you turn off the key and it turns off, I guess you can set the motion detection. As soon as the car starts moving, it'll detect that and it'll turn the video on to start recording. It has white balance, contrast, exposure, boot video, I'm not sure what that is, screen protection, not sure what that is, video sound on and off, parking monitoring, the G sensor, which I'm assuming that's the motion sensor to set, auto power off, you can set the date, language, time watermark, format your card, restore to factory settings.
Bye.